All right, hello again. My name is Kerry Perrin, President and CEO of the Alvin Manville Area Chamber. For this section of our forum this evening, we're going to focus on the Alvin Independent School District. I don't want to do a whole long welcome again. We do want to just thank those of you that are here in the audience, and we want to thank those of you that will be watching later online with us. But we are excited that we have two of our candidates here today. But first, I want to introduce our moderator to you once again, Ms. Carolyn Waits, the branch manager of the Manville Public Library, and also the co-chair of our Governmental Relations Division and our Governance Division as well. Both divisions work towards helping us better work to advocate for our small business community among our local leaders, and also just to continue to hear from our local leaders what they'd like to hear from us as well. So this is a part of what that division does, so very much everybody welcome Carolyn and thank her for the leadership that she does for us.
Okay, good evening. I'm going to go over the forum rules again real quick. I know you already know them and I went over them earlier, but for those that are new here, each candidate will be given 2 minutes to make an opening statement regarding their objectives and platform. Each candidate will be given up to 1 minute to answer the questions. All candidates' answers and statements will be timed, and the timer will start when the candidate begins to speak. And each candidate will be given 2 minutes for a closing statement. First, I want to acknowledge the unopposed candidate for Alvin ISD for position 7, Vivian Scheibel. And here tonight we have the Alvin ISD Board of Trustees Place 6 candidates, Earl Humberg and Craig Kettler. So we're going to start with your opening statements. Earl, I will let you go first, and you have 2 minutes to make your opening statement. Earl, yes.
Thank you very much. My name's Earl Humbird. I'm running for school board position 6. I've been a lifelong Alvinite. I'll take that back. 1 year I'd moved away when I was like 4 years old, my parents, and we moved away, but immediately came back. I've been on the Alvin ISD school board for 18 years now. I've been blessed by this community to keep re-electing me and let me keep doing the good things that are happening in Alvin ISD. My wife and myself, we both are graduates from Alvin High School in 1977. I have 3 daughters who went through Alvin High School, and now I have 5 grandchildren who are in the Alvin ISD school district. This is probably the best district in the state of Texas, and I have enjoyed my time being on here, and I want to continue being a great member of this Alvin ISD team. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. And Craig, you've got 2 minutes to make your opening statement.
Good evening and welcome. For those who don't know me, I'm Craig Kettler. As well, I'm a lifelong resident of Alvin. My family goes back 4 generations, count myself, and then my kids are now the 5th generation. I am a product of the Alvin ISD system. My kids are, my 5 siblings, my parents, and countless family members have all been products of Alvin ISD. I have been a teacher in the district for 18 years and had the honor to teach a lot of kids and a lot of members of our community that have came back and started businesses and are also a great part of this community. I really look forward to the opportunity to serve this community as a member on the board if elected. I feel like I would bring a great new breath to the board and hopefully help move Alvin forward. It is a great district. I just want to push it forward and make it a greater district. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to begin with question number 1. And Earl, we're going to begin with you on question 1. What prior experiences or previous successes uniquely position you to be the to be the best candidate to serve as an Alvin ISD trustee?
Well, as I said before, I've been 18 years on this school board. It's been my honor and my pleasure to serve. I've taken great pride in what our district has done and where we've gone. Our community supports us. We've had tremendous growth in this district. We're one of the fast-growing districts in the region. I'm extremely proud of and thankful to play a role in several improvements in the district. Number one, school safety, supporting our teachers, expanding opportunities for students, and engaged partnership with community, parents, and community. In addition to serving in a formal role as a trustee, I've continued to volunteer at schools, whether reading to students, cooking for staff, being there for the kids. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Craig, with what prior experiences or previous successes uniquely position you to be the best candidate to serve as an Alvin ISD trustee?
I feel like I have a very unique position to be a trustee. Coming in with 18 years of experience out of the classroom, I feel like I have a direct pipeline to the need of the students who are sitting in the classroom, the needs of the teachers, and also the needs and wants of our community. Going through, I've taught at elementary schools, high school, and also involved in administration, that I feel like I have touch with who we are serving, our community, their children, and the teachers. So I really feel like if on the board, I can really help out and really get everybody in tune on what's needed. Some of the things I've done as a teacher, when I was at Passmore, I started a yearly trip for the kids to travel to the caverns at San Marcos so they could have real life experience of what we learned in 5th grade. In high school, I did a lot of hands-on learning with my ag kids, helping them become successful leaders and work with their public speaking and making them great members of our community. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Craig, you're going to go first on question number 2. What do you find as the greatest current strength and the greatest future need for Alvin ISD?
I think the current greatest strength that we have is our staff and faculty that show up every day and support our system. They come in and teach our kids, work with our kids, everything from the support staff of the maintenance to the bus barn to the teachers, what all they do every day to help make Alvin ISD continue to move forward and educate our kids. With that being said, I think that's also one of the biggest challenges, retention of teachers. It seems like every time we turn around, teachers are leaving the industry. We need to do a better job of retaining them. As a matter of fact, this week, a teacher I saw walking out of our school pulling a wagon. I'm like, oh, you already taking some stuff home? She's like, yeah, because I'm getting a head start. I said, oh, you going to another school? She goes, no, actually, I'm leaving education. This is my 5th year teaching, and I just can't do it anymore. I'm burned out, and it's not what I want. And I feel like we really need to do a better job of retaining teachers, keeping them inspired so they can continue to inspire and educate our students.
Thank you. Earl, the same question. What do you find as the greatest current strength and the greatest future need for Alvin ISD?
Our greatest strength, no doubt, is our community. The people in the community, the teachers in the community, our staff members, and our students that daily make extremely special place. With that, our growth is our biggest challenge and for future need. But you know, we partner with our community so that we can make sure that we're prepared for our future. We have advisory committees, student advisory committee. We have committees that are made up of community members, staff members, just so we know what's taking place and what our future needs are going to be. We listen to those people. Those people come back to us, and we let them listen to our demographers and tell us what's going to happen in the next 10 years. And we put that on the community to tell us what they think we need. And then the community, once they tell us that, then we take it to the people back and have bonds and things like that. So it's what the people ask us to do.
Okay, thank you. Question 3, Earl, you're going to go first on this one. Describe your past involvement and/or service with the school district that motivated you to run for this position.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What motivated me to become part of the district? You know, I had students, my kids were in the district, and I had a job where I was off quite a bit during the week, so I was able to go up there and volunteer. And I thought, what else could I do? This district has given so much to my family and myself and to other families. And I thought, what else can I do? So I decided to run for the board. And the first time I ran, unfortunately, I didn't win. I ran again the next year. Luckily, I won. And I've been volunteering throughout this district my whole life now. I put in a lot of time, and it's not just because I wanted y'all to say, hey, Earl Humbard's up here. No, I do it for our kids and our staff.
Okay, thank you, Earl. Craig, same question. Describe your past involvement and/or service with the school district that motivated you to run for this position.
I think my 18 years of service in the classroom is what's motivated me, thinking that I can do more for the district and the students and the community. Actually, education is my second career. I originally started off, I was involved in agriculture, and when we moved back to Texas after being gone for a while, I started doing a little subbing at my wife's school, and next thing I know, I got talked into getting my alternative certification, and I've been teaching ever since, and found out that, you know, it really was something I enjoyed doing, working with kids, working with the community, preparing our kids for the 21st century at that time, working towards getting these kids ready for a global market. And I felt like that. I was like, it's time for me to step out of the classroom and become part of the board so I can help broaden the vision and really focus on supporting our staff, our district, our community on preparing our kids for the future and making sure that they're properly equipped for it.
Thank you. Okay, Craig, for question 4, what do you feel are a couple of top issues facing the cities within the Alvin ISD service district that impact the future of Alvin ISD and planning for the future?
Some of the issues I see impacting the cities, such as Alvin, Manville, Pearland, Iowa, Colony, is the rapid growth with the expansion of the Grand Parkway through our area, the growth down 288, coming down 1462 and Highway 6 is just going to be continued rapid growth that we're able to keep our city's infrastructure growing to meet this demand of all the new buildings and residents, and also making sure that our schools are there, that we need to continue to look at possible bonds, building new schools, renovating schools, and also keeping equality between the east and west side of the district to make sure that we continue to upgrade the west side or the east side, the Alvin area, to match what the new schools are being put in, and really making sure that we're meeting those needs of that. So I feel like really just the growth is going to be what is going to be the biggest challenge over the next several years for the district and the cities that we service.
Thank you. Earl, same question. What do you feel are a couple of top issues facing the cities within the Alvin ISD service district that impact the future of Alvin ISD and planning for the future?
As Craig said, it's the growth. The cities have the growth just like the school districts have the growth. And we have to be prepared. And we've been blessed to be able to work within the communities, and they've been able to let us build schools as needed. And the same with the cities. They have to build the infrastructure and things like that. We have to remember that as community leaders, that we are partners with the communities, that we are here for the taxpayers, we're here for what they need, and we have to listen to them with an open ear. So we just, growth is a tremendous thing right now, not only for the district, but also for the cities.
Thank you. All right, Earl, you're going to be first on question 5, which is our last question of the evening. You will be part of a team on the Alvin ISD board. How will you work with leaders, staff, and other elected officials and other entities but keep your unique individuality?
That's a very good question. I would hope that my 18 years on the board shows y'all something. It's probably the better answer that I can give than what I can truly tell y'all. You know, I've put myself out there for 18 years, and I've cared about this district. This is the best district in the state. It's given my family and myself a lot, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it where other families and other kids get the same deals that I've gotten out of it. My goal has been to value our teachers and staff members serving in all roles as individuals with meaningful input and insight. And this has been the case with students as well. With regard to my individuality, I'm Earl Humbird. What you see is it. You know, the only other thing is maybe around Christmas I may change a little bit, but, you know, so thank you.
Thank you, Earl. Craig, you will be part of a team on the Alvin ISD board. How will you work with leaders, staff, and other elected officials and other entities, but keep your unique individuality?
I think anybody who knows me knows that I'm definitely a unique individual, and I usually do not differ much from that no matter what setting I am. I feel like I will bring a great, vast knowledge and experience to the board. I have worked with teams back in the agricultural industry. I've been on different teams in the elementary setting, the high school setting, and administration setting that I have worked with numerous groups of people, been flexible, able to see both sides of an issue and figure out what is the best for the kids. Because in the end, that's what we're all here for. What is best for the kids? The kids are our product, and that's what we are producing is educated kids to support our community. So I feel like I will work with a common goal with all the board members and entities that we work with of doing the best job for our kids, but at the same time, not getting away from my uniqueness and giving my point of view and perspective on how it should be done so they will see where I'm coming from.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to give you 2 minutes now for your closing statements. Since Earl led us off with the opening statements, Craig, I'm going to let you lead off with your closing statement.
All right, thank you again for coming out to this forum and listening to us this evening, giving our points of views. If elected, I feel like I am very set to come in and continue to lead our district into the future, that we continue to keep up with the growth and the demands of our community and our students. We are no longer producing students who are just competing for jobs in Alvin, Pearland, or Brazoria County. We're producing students that are competing for jobs that are a global market. They're competing across the country, across the globe. And we need to make sure that when our students leave Alvin ISD, that they are prepared to go into this global market and economy. The jobs that we are preparing kids for today, some of them haven't even been developed. They are coming on, that there's new technology, there's new jobs coming on, that we need to make sure that we produce students who are forward-thinking, open-minded, and can see outside the box, that we give them the tools to be problem solvers and deep thinkers on doing that. And I really hope that we can do this as a board and continue to grow our students and have equality across the district. We have a very large district, 250 square miles. I believe it's 60 or 70 different languages spoken within our district, so we are very diverse. And we need to keep that diversity up, and we need to continue to push our students to be the best they are. We need to also make sure that our staff, teachers, administrators are funded and supported in a way they can to make sure that they're offering the best education possible to our students. Because if we fail our students and not prepare them for the future, then we will fall behind other districts. And I do not want that. I want people to say, we want to be like Alvin ISD. Look what Alvin ISD is doing over there. Let's be like them. I don't want us to say, hey, look what Pearland's doing, or Santa Fe, or Angleton, let's do that. I want to be the leader in the state, and people come and look at us and want to be like us. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, these are your candidates for Alvin ISD Board of Trustees.
Let me close.
Oh, my goodness. So sorry. My apologies, Earl. You got 2 minutes now.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Alvin Manville Chamber of Commerce for hosting this. And secondly, I'd like to thank you all for coming out and listening to us. You know, I'm very proud of what's happened in the last 18 years that I've been on the board. Very proud. School safety, one of our #1 priorities. We have probably one of the largest police forces in ISD in the state of Texas. We spend over $5 million a year. Our officers go to training. They have active shooter trainings. And being a member of the safety committee, there's a lot of things I can't say because we don't want people knowing what's actually happened. But I went through the active shooter training. It's probably one of the most intense things you'll ever go through if you ever have a chance to go through it. It's incredible what these officers do and go through. You know, I'm very proud of the career and technical school. You know, that was when I very first got on the board. That was one of my goals. And I'll tell you what, one of the proudest moments is when we opened the JBH Career and Technical place. We have students that go through there that when they graduate, they are ready to get a job doing welding, culinary, vet tech, dental. Very, very proud of that. You know, I'm just a guy who tries to help. What you see is what you get. You know, I want to work with y'all. I want to work with the kids. I volunteer a lot of my time. And I don't do it for glory or anything. I do it because that's what we should be doing what's right for kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Once again, these are your candidates for Alvin ISD Board of Trustees, Place 6, Earl Humbird and Craig Kettler. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.